I'm the realest one that you ever could say. I'm the realest one that you ever could say. I'm the realest one, I don't need no team, oh, I don't need no team. Hey, check this out, let me tell you something, a little bit about me. Hey, listen, when people feel like they need to group up and talk about you, it's because they're insecure and they're intimidated by me. Cause I stand by my own and I'm chosen. And I'm golden cause I'm chosen. They having secret society and meetings about me, yeah. They steady of stalking and speaking on my name, yeah. They tarnishing my name, My third eye is open, no one's on my level. If you don't understand, then I don't know what to tell you. Real recognize real, and matter of fact, if you use your nice little I spy eye, I gave this kid cloud, I gave this girl cloud, I gave this kid cloud, I gave this other kid cloud. I made all of them, 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 yeah. Ain't matter of fact, I be sitting by my pool, by my lonely. I'm steady reminiscing in my mansion. I'm steady thinking like, damn, I really put all these people on, but they don't want to be grateful. How do you say you want the clout that I gave you, but then you want to hate on me and turn your back on me and stab me in my back like a snake, oh, yeah. And guess what? Soon I'ma stop going live and I'ma go back to music, cause that's what my passion's is. Cause I don't wanna do this live shit no more. I wanna elevate, I wanna keep on going, cause I wanna blow up. I wanna blow up, I wanna blow up, I wanna blow up. I want it so bad, I'll do anything in the world, I'll do anything in the world. I will do anything in the world, cause I know I got it, I believe in myself. And if you're with me, then you're with me. You know what I'm saying? I wanna do music, cause I can't do music. I want to do music because I get numbers. I want to do music because that's where my passion's at. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I have the image. I have everything. I have the world in my hands. I'm wasting my fucking time. And that's what bothers me. Okay? I'm wasting my time. I know my potential. I fucked up. Seriously, I fucked up. Bad. Okay? And that's me being from the heart. Seriously, I fucked up. I let too many people walk all over me and eat off of me. I'm tired of it. I don't want none of this no more. Oh, there you go. Yeah, but so what I'm saying is I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm in this little life situation. Hear me out real quick. I'm in this little life situation and I got too much in the rabbit hole in it. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I can admit it. I fucked up. Bad. Let me tell you a little story real quick. When I did the Instagram live, because I've always been a live person. You ready for this? I've always been a live person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've always been a live person. But you know what I want to be famous for? Music. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense to you? I've always been a live person. Who remembers me in the Instagram days? Raise your hand. Does anyone remember me back in the Instagram days? Does anyone remember me back in Instagram days? If you don't, it's fine. Okay, let me tell you something. Something like this is a repeat. This is a vicious cycle. I went through this cycle before already. You know what I did? In the Instagram live days, I was getting bashed. I was getting blackballed. I was getting tried by everybody. People kept hating on me, saying that I'm never gonna make it. You ready? And you know what I did that was very smart? You know what I did that was very smart? You ready for this? This was Instagram. Instagram live days. We're on TikTok live days. You know what I did? You ready for this? I didn't say anything. And I forfeited. But I didn't say nothing. You ready? You ready for this? You ready? I left. Because something in my head told me I'm too valuable to have anyone talk negative about me. I'm too valuable to have anyone feel like they're accessible to tell me who I am. If you look at yourself like a star, right? Then you better act like one. If you're a star, a real star won't take that bullshit from nobody. I don't care if you're going live to make a quick $1,000, $2,000. So you know what I did? I quietly left, right? And they were talking so much shit about me. A lot of people, shit, man, that's all of them. They all talk shit about me. And every single night I was like, what? Man, I'm getting tried, man, all this. Like, why they trying me? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, you ready? You ready for this? But I was the only one. And me and Red was the only one that was going viral. I was going viral. I was getting posted on World Star. They weren't getting posted on World Star. I was getting posted on every blog page, every media outlet. This is before I was an island boy. Red was getting co-signed by Kodak. Adam22 wanted to interview me. I was going viral, but something wasn't adding up. It just wasn't adding up. So let's go back a little bit. Remember what I said? I forfeited. I checked out. You ready? I checked out. And I didn't tell a soul I checked out. I just left. And let them rot. Like an apple. Like when you leave an apple out for too long. You get what I'm saying? And I secretly went to TikTok. And you would think, oh, wait a minute. When you go to, when an influencer, right, that's like on Instagram all the time, you would think that when you go on TikTok, you will promote your TikTok on Instagram. Like you post it on your Instagram. I didn't post it on my Instagram. You know why? Because I wanted a whole new fan base. You get what I'm saying? You want to know why? Why I left? Because it wasn't a growing community anymore. And this is what's going on right now. This T page, this whole thing is not a growing community. So when I left, I didn't say bye to nobody. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just left, went on a different app, and acted like a whole different person on TikTok. And no one on Instagram knew I was on TikTok. No one. I was just running it up on TikTok. I left Instagram for the birds. I left it for the birds. The bottom feeders. You guys are getting what I'm saying now, right? You guys are getting what I'm saying, right? And it didn't take that long to blow up on TikTok. I made a whole new fan base. and I blew up. And all those haters on Instagram, what do you think happened to them when I blew up on TikTok? What do you think happened? I'm trying to teach you guys something. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? What do you think happened? What happened? What happened to them? All those people that were hating me on the live. You know why they wanted to hate on me when I was on Instagram Live? Because I let them. I was too accessible for them. They knew my potential. But you know what's so crazy? Did you know in this world, we're all supposed to help each other out, but we don't? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? Did you know that in this life that we're living in, we're all supposed to tell each other, this is what you were meant to be, your highest potential. But no, instead they were hating on me, tarnishing my name. So I left. They weren't respecting my hustle. They weren't respecting my craft. They weren't respecting what I visualized. They weren't respecting what I wanted to be, my goals. They weren't respecting it. Do you understand where I'm getting at now? You get what I'm saying? So when I went out on TikTok, it didn't take me that long to go viral. And when I blew the fuck up. I blew up on TikTok. When that one TikTok video went on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, every platform. And all those haters that used to talk shit about me were all quiet. And it was the most funniest thing in the world. And guess what? I didn't call them to flex on them. I didn't call them and say, because I've always said I was going to make it. I always did. I didn't say, haha, I told you so. I let them just stalk and look at me. Now that's real. So guess what? So what now? I'm about to answer it. So guess what now? It's another cycle. People are talking shit about me. Hey, Vows, I love you. I'm going to do it again. People are talking shit about me. They're blackballing me. They're trying my existence. The same shit they did 3-4 years ago. The same revolving door. And you know what it does to me? You know what it does to me, right? It fuels my fucking fire up so fucking big. You have no idea. I did Instagram Live back in the day for money. I do TikTok Live nowadays for money. Do I have other sources of income? Of course. Ever since I came on this internet shit, I made great money. At first, of course, I started with $0. And it kept being $0. It took me 8 months to start, 8 months on this internet stuff to make actual money. But let me tell you something funny. You guys ready for this one? Once I started touching money, digital money, I never took a break from the internet ever. I dealt with every type of hate just to feed my family, to feed myself, to give my family a better life. to give myself a better life. That's why I did it. I just wanted a better life. I grew up with nothing. I grew up with nothing. But I've always believed in myself. I'm not these other TikTokers, guys. I'm just not. And real recognizes real, like someone just in the comment section. To be honest with you, F this TikTok live shit. I'm not into it. You want me to be real with you? Do you get what I'm saying? It's too accessible. It gets boring. This is not a craft. This is not creativity. I could be the most entertaining person in the world. This is the most draining thing ever. You want me to be honest with you? This is not my passion. If this is your passion, then you should reevaluate your life. I do this because it's another source of income that I enjoy, and I can fathom to do it because it feeds my family, my girlfriend, my kids, my mom, whoever needs it. So I appreciate everyone that has showed me love on this app. I'm just sitting around wasting my time every single fucking day. Get it? And I hate it. Do you get it? Yes. Do I feel like I could be doing more with myself? Listen, you guys can hate on me all you want, but let's be realistic. I've done it once before. I'm knocking shit all over. I had the image. Yes, I had the image. I'm just being realistic with you. I have the image. I'm pissed. I'm 23 years old. I'm young as fuck. I'm young as fuck. Super young. Every single day I wake up, I procrastinate every single fucking day. Every day. And my brain is wired fucked up. I've always been like this. It was since I turned into an adult, I always stopped myself from doing things that I wanted to do, that I knew I could do. But you know what made me successful? That little bit of success from when I was young to I was now is when I didn't want to do it, but I did it. I risked it, whether it was a little risk or a big risk. You get what I'm saying? And I've gotten to that point where it's like, I'll admit it, I get fucking tired. life has always gotten in the way. Always gotten in the way with me. Life has always gotten in the way with me. I have all the excuses in the world. I could be doing so much, but I have so many excuses. Literally, I have excuses out the ass. That's just what it is. Oh, I can't do this because I feel like this. Oh, I can't do this because of this. Or I can't do this because I can't do this. Why? I've succeeded in so many areas. Why do I tell myself I can't do it? Why? Why? I'll wait for the time when it's right. Well, I'll wait for the time when it's right. So when's the right time? When? I just don't get it doesn't, one time I remember it was actually like a guy that was like, he was like kind of homeless, and he said some smart shit to me one time. I remember, and I brought him to my house at the time. This is when I was 18 years old, and we were freestyling, and he looked at me, he's like, dude, bro, I can see you being a rapper one day. He's like, do you at least try to go to the studio or anything? I said, nah. Then he asked me why. And I said, I don't know. I just been focused on other things. And he looked at me, he was like, life got in the way, huh? And that hit me. I was like, because I was 18 years old. I'm like, what's life? He was older than me. I'm like, and then I answered back and I said, yeah. Life got in the way. I'm like, why the hell is life getting in the way? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? There was one time that I got an email. I woke up one time. This is when I was taking care of my beautiful daughter, Kalaya, right? And I got an email, right? And it says, hey, it's No Jumpers Podcast. We want to invite you to do an interview. And I was living under my ex-baby mama's parents' house for free. And they only let me live there for free because I made a kid with their daughter. So I didn't have to pay no bills. And I was going live like this on Instagram every day, trolling rappers, doing all this. I was going viral. Then I contacted Adam22, and Adam22 said, I didn't want to invite you. But you have too much, like basically too much resume. You've argued with Julio Fulio. You've argued with Hot Boy. You've argued with too many people. Kodak has already co-signed your brother. Like, it's time for you to come up. Like, you're the next upcoming. And I got that email. I told my brother, right? And I told Red, I said I was comfortable. And I'm this is gonna be a big shout out to Red, to be honest with you. Red was living in the hood with my mom in a 1-bedroom house while we were trying to come up in Palm Beach. And I told my brother, and I was living in a nicer home because my ex-baby mama's parents were like middle class, and I didn't have to pay no bills, so I was comfortable taking care of my daughter. I was comfortable. You get where I'm coming from, right? And I told Red, I said, yo, Adam22 hit me up and said he wants to do an interview on us. Mind you, I've always wanted this interview. You ready for this? And I said, and I was a full-time dad. And I said, Red, I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want to go to the interview. He replied like, are you crazy? I told him, I'm like, no, I don't want to. And I said, I just want to stay home and take care of my daughter and make that comfortable money, because I was making about like $800 a day off the internet. And I was comfortable. I didn't want to take that next step. I didn't think that Adam 22 was gonna, you know what I'm saying, was gonna be the next step. He's like, are you crazy? I said, Red, I blamed it on my anxiety. I blamed it on the comfortability. I blamed it on everything. I feel like I didn't want to take the interview because it's crazy, because I wanted that interview. It's almost like I worked for that interview. And he was cussing me out. He was mad. He's like, bro, what do you mean this is a once in a lifetime thing? Bro, you better do it. I said, and I'm like, I understand why he wants to do it, because he's in a more uncomfortable position, right? Situation. And I was like, I'd be kind of soft if I don't do it. Fuck the anxiety. Fuck my mental health. Fuck the comfortability. I said, let's go. He's like, it was gonna be harder because he didn't have his ID, so he couldn't take a flight. So we got a rental all the way from Florida and drove all the way to Cali to do this interview. We didn't take a flight. So it was harder in my head. I was like, kept replaying in my head. I'm like, I don't have to do this. I'm living for free in a middle class home. You get what I'm saying? And Vume has nothing to do with this, Ashley. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but whatever. But anyways, so we drove all the way to LA. I made sure I went to go to sleep early because the interview was like early in the morning. And we show up to the interview. We aced the fuck out of the interview. We leave the interview, and Red broke down in the car with me. The rental car that we got. It was a nice rental car, I'm not gonna lie. We got like an Escalade or something. Right? Because we had a little bit of money at the time. And he broke down and he said, Fly, you are the best dad. You are the biggest hustler. You're the best brother. I was like, damn, my brother hasn't talked about me like this in a long time at the time. I looked at him and he was really tearing up. He's like, bro, we did amazing in the interview. He's like, bro, you're the best. And I was like, and then we ended up arguing after the cry because I got mad at his driving. He was driving reckless. And we did the interview. Didn't really think much about it. We go back to the hotel. Long story short, we take a flight back. The interview comes out. Let's go back a little bit. When we went back to the hotel, he starts breaking down to me. He says, Fly, our mom thing got exposed where she stays at, and that's where he lives at. And guess who exposed it? Enzo and Green Hat. And I looked at him with my comfortable living situation, because he was in the hood. And I looked at him and I said, what are you worried about? He's like, oh, now I have to worry about people knowing where I'm at. And I looked at him and I said, Anzo's trying to call me. Look, this guy's a weirdo. Look, he's trying to call me. Look, if you guys can't see who's fake, he's fake. This kid's fake. I'm trying to tell a real story. And I looked at Red and I said, what's wrong? He's like, people know where I live now. And I looked at him like a brother. And I felt so bad. And I literally looked at him, right? And I was like, I tried to come up with an idea because I know he can't live with me because I could barely stay where I'm staying. My ex-baby mama's parents are strict. They only let me live there because I have their granddaughter. Wait, why do you guys want negativity and drama? I thought we were past that. Come on, let me talk for 1 second. Let me vent. Okay? If you guys don't like it, leave. You guys are hateful. So what I'm trying to say is, so I looked at him like a brother and I said, because I would study rappers. And I said, so you're really worried about and the least thing I want is my brother having anxiety or feeling like he has any. No one likes to feel unstable. And I have a big heart. So if he's unstable and I'm stable, it makes me very mad, sad. So then I looked and I said, hey, listen, because I studied rappers, I said, we could start getting Airbnbs. I didn't have a lot of money. I probably only had about 15K to me. And he probably had around the same amount. And I looked at him and I said, we could get Airbnbs and act like we live in them. And he looked at me with like a deer in headlights. He's like, really? You do that with me? I said, yes, I'll go half and half with you. He's like, but I wouldn't think you want to do that. Like you live in you're living okay right now. Like you don't have to do that. Like I said, Red, I don't want to see you go through anything. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me. He said, thank you. He hugged me. He told me he loves me. I said, I love you too. And then we went, I went back to Palm Beach. The interview came out. The interview was doing okay, whatever. I'm a man of my words. And got the Airbnb with him. When we got the Airbnb, things just started changing. You get what I'm saying? I felt something. And I was like, wait a minute. He was in love with the girl that he was currently in. She was being toxic. And in her toxic ways, alcoholism, right? And my girl at the time was being toxic as well, right? And they both wanted to leave. And as normal, since he loves his girl, he would go try to chase her and tell her to please come back inside. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I grabbed him. I look at him in his eyes. And I said, listen to me, Frankie. Listen to me clearly. You ready for this? Let her leave. I know you love her. Because he was very in love with her at the time. I said, let her leave and you'll feel a lot better. If you need company, I'm here. Let's make money. Let her leave. He said, no, I can't do that. He's like, I can't do that. No, please. What if she does? What if she does? And and my ex-baby mama is the one that had the car. So they were both leaving. You get what I'm saying? And I said, let them leave. Just like that. And he looked at me confused. And I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? Almost like he wanted to fight with me. I said, why are you looking at me like that? He's like, you're just gonna let your girl leave too? I looked at him in his eyes like this. I said, Frankie, I mentally checked out from my girl a long time ago. And he looked at me like this, and I was like, yeah. He's like, but I didn't mentally check out with her. And I said, Red, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And then I threw that mentally checked out so he could kind of get his relationship out of his head and start talking to me about my relationship. He's like, when did you mentally check out from her? I said, don't tell her anything. I've been mentally checked out from her. He asked me when. I said whenever the baby came out. And he asked me, what happened? I said, life. But do you really want to know? He's like, yeah. And I said, her postpartum depression got to me. If you want me to be honest with you, it got to me. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. It bothered me. I slept in different beds. I secretly would leave. As in, like, not leave the house, but I made my own bed. I laid in my own bed. I made it. I went on Amazon, spent $2,000, and I made my own bed. He's like, but you used to be a simp over her. I said, I sure was. I used to be a simp over her. But I'm not into her anymore, Red. You want to know why? Because I fell in love with myself. I used to put her first. Don't get me wrong, I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong. World, thank you for the swan, appreciate it. I told him, like, I love Kalaya. I just mentally checked out. She wasn't the same. And I said, Red, I'm gonna help you get over this toxic girl that you have. Because once you start letting them go, the toxic, bad energy goes away. You get what I'm saying, right? And we just kept having talks and talks and talks and talks and whatnot. And he's like, you changed. I said, what's different about me? He's like, bro, you used to be so in love with her. He's like, you haven't called her one time. I said, I didn't lie to you when I told you I'm not into her. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you, I said, I love you more than her right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind if I wouldn't call her for months. It got to a point where I was, and I'll admit it, I was a homosexual, you know what I'm saying? where you use somebody for a living situation. I told him, don't tell her. Please don't tell her. So anyway, so then time goes on and I felt good vibes. I felt great vibes. That one Airbnb was done. The day before that Airbnb, they were gone. And we had a talk and he's like, yo, Alex, like I used to not mess with you because me and my brother, this is not the first time we were separated while we were doing this internet shit. We were separated for a lot of times, right? And he's like, you became cooler. And I was like, why you say that? He's like, bro, you don't give a fuck no more. And I was like, nah, not really. He's like, you hustle a lot. I said, that's all I do. That's all I do. Like I told you, I fell in love with myself. And he's like, are we gonna get another Airbnb? I said, of course. This Airbnb alone got me more money than I've ever made when I was comfortable in the house that I was staying in with her parents. I said, go book another Airbnb, and this time make it a nicer house. So he did just that. You get it? We got another Airbnb, right? We go to it. It was nicer. The vibe was amazing. And that's the Airbnb. It only took the second Airbnb to where we blew up. That was where Island Boys became a thing. The jacuzzi was there. The pool was there. There were palm trees. It was like a very zenful backyard. It had Buddhas and whatnot and etc. You get what I'm saying? And the vibe was amazing. It was amazing. I said, I'm feeling like an island boy. I'm feeling like an island boy. I'm just trying to make, I'm an island boy. Oh, like a Guatemalan man, I put my vest on, yeah. Oh, I'm an island boy. I felt like an island boy. You get it? So, you know, my ex baby mom was there, Monty was there, and we did 5 freestyles in on my TikTok and 5 freestyles on his TikTok. The Island Boy thing was my idea. I came up with it. He did laugh at me about it, and Monty was a camera girl, and she laughed at me about it as well too. I was discredited when I came up with it, but he still did it. And I didn't think it was gonna blow up. I knew that one of them was gonna blow up because we did 10 amazing freestyles. We were grinding. We were trying to make it. You get what I'm saying? And they laughed about it. And I was like, fuck, it's not gonna blow up. He picked the Airbnb. I created the idea of the Island Boy. But he still went along with it. Thank God. And he did the right part. I did the hook. And Ray got into an argument with Monty. Right. They would argue all the time. And Red got into it with me. We fought each other off camera. And I told him I'm never gonna talk to you ever again. I grabbed my baby. I told my ex, let's go. Let's go back to your parents. I live a comfortable life, and you could go back to the hood since you want to keep acting like an asshole. Red, I'm never gonna talk to you again. Man, that motherfucker, he doesn't understand sometimes. He doesn't understand. I really was never gonna talk to him. Never. I really was never gonna talk to his ass. What the hell was wrong with him? Mind you, it got flipped on me. I wasn't even gonna do anything to him. I was having his back because the girl, Monty, was an alcoholic. And she was so, oh my God. She was so violent. So violent. So violent. So violent. I'm like, okay, you're gonna choose that girl over me? Really? That's what was going on in my head. I was so pissed off. I was so mad. Like, he switched on. You know, I had his back. I recorded the whole entire thing just in case the police comes. Yeah, she would put her hands on. Yeah, I had his back, and somehow it got flipped onto me. You get what I'm saying? Did he whoop you? No. It was more of a situation where he would come and then I'll go back and and then I would come It was like a back and forth thing. If you know how brothers get into it, you know how brothers get into it. There's a myth out there where people like to say that Red whooped me among times. No, he did not. Okay. You feel me? It's just there was times where I did stop myself because people don't understand. I have a very big heart. A very big heart. I would hate to hurt Red. I love him too much. I would never want to hurt him ever, 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 ever. I don't do that to my siblings. Has there been times where I had to get mad enough to do it? Yes. But, you know, Red's anger gets to the point where he doesn't care if I'm his brother. He doesn't care at all. You know what I'm saying? Me, I have a heart. I would not want to hurt. So, for example, like if I get him one good time and he's on the ground, I'm not gonna stomp. I'm not gonna do none of that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But has there been times where I've done things? Yeah, 100%. But so. But and that's that. You feel me? So basically, what he loves you. Oh, I know. Why doesn't he care? I don't think that he doesn't care. I think it's just that his anger got to him. Is he jealous? Is he jealous of you? Listen. I love Red, and I don't know if people. There's a big misunderstanding. So we get in arguments to this day. He's got to this point where he thinks that I don't love him and I don't care about him. I promise you, I love Red with all my heart. You know, I love him. I wish nothing but the best for him and everything. There was a point where Red used to listen to me a lot. And every time he listened to me, Red was very successful. Very successful. When we became Island Boys, it got to the point where he stopped listening to me. And out of nowhere, it got to a point where he just started spiraling in front of my face. And I couldn't really tell him what to do anymore. And I wasn't trying to boss him around like I was a big brother, because I'm not the big brother one, I'm the younger brother. But I was trying to guide him to the right path. There was one time he sat next to me. When you get a lot of money, you could get doctors. And he sat next to me, and his vibe was different. Mind you, I just want to let you guys know this right now. It's kind of funny, right? When the Island Boy thing was shooted, the freestyle, right? He was actually cleaner. I was actually withdrawing. I was coming off of, Red was actually cleaner than me at one point. Super clean. He wasn't off anything. At all. If anything, I was the issue. I mean, Red was different back then. I'm talking about Red was like, Red was unstoppable. There was times where I was jealous. Yeah, can you imagine that one? I was like, yeah. He was unstoppable. Not jealous, but I was like, damn. He snapped. Not jealous. I'm just trying to be nice. But yes, there was times where I was like, yeah, he was clean. That's all I'm saying. He was very clean. But there was one time he sat next to me. This is like 5 months, 6 months in of us with the stardom when it came to Island Boys. He sat next to me. We were doing the Island Boy. The Island Boy. And he's not normally like that. He's normally like this. What's up? Are you ready? All right, come on, let's go. No, he came like this, like the energy vibe was weird, like this. And I was like looking at him like this, and I was like, are you okay? You feel me? And I felt the energy. I'm like, mind you, I grew up with addicts, alcoholics, so I know when someone's on something. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I told him just like this, we're not working tonight. He got mad. I'm like, oh yeah, he's on something. I said, I'm not working with you tonight. You look out of it. And I said, Red, what's going on with you? Every single night, this guy was on 10, on his T. Like he was hustling, motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like this guy, you couldn't tell him nothing. You couldn't tell Red shit. But yeah, he just came all like slouchy, like mad, grumpy vibe, different, dark aura. He had a light to him and it just went away. And I don't like to say I'm the big brother, but I was a leader. Because imagine if I tell you to do something, right? Imagine if I tell you to do something, right? And you laugh at it. And you actually laugh at it. But then it changes it's like you winning the lottery. But then it changes your whole life and you become a millionaire. Imagine. And you become a millionaire out of nowhere off of what I told you. You're going to be like, I'm listening to you for the rest of my fucking life. I'm listening to you for the rest of my life. You are right. You changed my life. You did something Albert Einstein did. So he would listen to me. And I was kind of like the leader. I'm not the older brother, but I was the leader. You know what I'm saying? I was a leader in some sort, in the brain, like a brains aspect. Kind of like more marketing. I was more of like a marketing genius. So, and I tell him, like, bro, I'm like, are you off something? He was in denial at first. And, you know me. I cracked down. I said, you're on something. Listen, I'm not a yes man. Listen, I know that we both just got rich, and I know you're rich as fuck right now. But I'm not your yes man. I'm not these other people in the house. I'm not none of this. You're going to tell me straight up to my face right now, and I'm going to tell you straight like this, okay? You're going to tell me this right now. You're going to tell me, are you on something now? Now. You're going to tell me right now. He looked at me and he said, yes. And I was like, Frankie, if you want to be successful, if you want to continue being successful, right? I need you to tell me where it's at, and I want you and me to grab all them things, okay? And we're gonna drain it all and flush it. He listened. He did. He listened. He did. He did. He did. Things got better for a little bit. A couple months went by, and he started fighting with me. And I was like, what's going on with him? He started using words like, you think you're better than me? You think you could boss everybody around? You think you're the shit? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm the older brother. I'm this. I said, Red, no, Red. I said, Red, you have me misunderstood. Red, I simply just want you to succeed. I understand I might come off as strong, but Red, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. Have I lied to you, Red? Have I ever lied to you? Have I ever said anything wrong to you? People are saying you like bossing people around. I've never bossed him around. I've only told him what's right. I've only told him the truth. I've never lied to him. I never bossed him around. I will admit I have bossed people around, but I've never bossed Red around. I never bossed him around. Never. I've always wanted to see Red succeed. Red is like my twin brother. He's like almost like if we're like close to each other. Like I didn't want to see him lose at all. And yes, I'm going to admit it. I'm going to be honest with you. Right? I'll be 100% honest with you. There was times where I was a little harsh towards him. You get what I'm saying? There was times I was harsh towards him. But I didn't do it because any ill intentions. I've never had any ill intentions towards him at all. Never. Never did. Never. So he rebelled towards me. Our routine changed. What I used to tell him, he did the opposite. He started being oppositional towards me. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? What is wrong with it? What did I do wrong? Why is he rebelling towards me? Did I do something wrong? He started getting physical, a bunch of stuff. I started losing hope. I completely lost hope in anything. I mean, we went from laughing at the whole world, getting millions of this. All we had to do, we would sit in the backyard and laugh at the whole fucking world with their feet up, laughing, getting massages in our backyard. People were hating on us, and we didn't say shit back to them. We were laughing at them. And then it went from that to him saying, F you, da 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 da. It almost felt like, how do I explain it? It almost felt like if I had a son and I somehow turned my son into a professional boxer and he switched up on me and started like ratting me out and saying F you and you're this and you're that and you're this and you're that, and I felt betrayed in so many ways. I felt betrayed. You have no idea. I was like, it hurt me. I was like, this one fucking hurt me. Cause I'm like, I've never told you anything, Red. I never ever told you anything to ever hurt you. Never. Never. I never did. And you're turning against me. So then I started thinking in my head, I'm like, I did this wrong. 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 I started thinking it was me. It was me. I'm the fucking problem. I tried to change the way how I was. I tried to change the way how I acted. I tried to change everything. And I was like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Does Red want to talk to me or something like that? I'll talk to Red. Turn my invites on? I don't, guys, I don't see. Tell Red I turned my invites on. Tell Red he can invite me. So, he thinks you're mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Tell him my invites are on now. We could continue this discussion. Oh no, Red is live with somebody else. Yeah, Red is live with somebody else. So, I'm getting hated on. Yeah, you trying to talk to me? Wait, what? His invites are on. Yeah, keep tapping. Keep tapping. What do you got to do? I'm following. Taking this the wrong way. Keep tapping, bro. Shut up with all that guinea pig bull NPC robotic stuff. That look like you're going against me, cuz. Who? Keep tapping. Money guns and unfollow. Who's going against him? Huh? You appreciate that. Like what? Wait, I'm not going against him. Keep tapping. But want to call me for validation and stuff like that? What? Bro, I'm not your yes man. I'm not gonna say yes to everything for you. The heck? Like, do I have to get deep into it, buddy? Wait, how did this turn into this? Keep tapping. Like what? No. Keep tapping. Bro, I don't care what that jit was talking about, man. I don't care about none of that stuff. What you talking about, huh, man? Why is he talking like that? Hold up. I'm out. Hold up. Tapping. Keep tapping.
Why is he talking like that?
What's he talking? Let me see what he's talking about. Yeah, there's definitely some lies being told here, guys. Obviously, there's definitely some lies. I think Liv needs to get her head out of this business. This has nothing to do with her. I think the Liv girl needs to get herself out of this business. This is how do I say this? Men. Let's take it there. This is men discussion. This is not how do I say this? Why is Mop trying to invite me with Toxic? What the fuck is? I'm highly confused. What the fuck is? I'm highly confused. Just join him, Scary. What do you mean? I'm the one that's trying to join him. He's what? Yo, LOL. People want me to fight with Red so bad. Yo, I'm not a scary person. There's nothing about me that's scary. If you guys think I'm scary, yo, I think I've proven today and other days that I'm the most. There's nothing scary about me. I think I've done proven that I kind of stand on all 10. People want to see me fail so bad. Why don't you guys tell the truth? Why don't you guys tell the truth that I'm actually a stand-up guy? Why don't you guys compliment me? I'm a stand-up man. Be real. I'm a stand-up man. Everybody in real life cannot say I'm not a stand-up man. Be real with yourself. Yo, this girl Gigi, she keeps, not you Gigi baby, that gets me. This girl needs to stop adding me. Real talk. There's no way I can add him if I don't see where to invite him, right or wrong. And his live is paused. Come on, guys. Let's calm it down a little bit. I'm not a stand-up entertainer. I'm like this in real life. Why do people got me so misunderstood? Well, why is Mom trying to go live with me, dude? What? Wow. Guys, don't let the evil win, okay? Philly, thanks so much for manifesting. Look at my eyes. Oh man, this Gigi girl. Oh, she doesn't stop fucking out of me. Yo, where you at? I'm unfollowing you. Ooh, no. Add me again, woman. Come on. Add me again. Hey. Stop.
Why?
You gotta stop.
Please, why?
No, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Why?
Nope. I'm taking you out.
That's fine.
Keeps spamming me invites. Ooh, that pissed me off. Hey buddy, listen. You keep adding me, I'm unfollowing you, Brandon.
I just requested you twice.
No, okay, I understand, but if I declined you, you don't think that's because I don't want to go live with you, right?
What? Wait, can I ask you why you're mad at me?
I'm not mad at you at all, Brandon.
Because I figured you were, and I don't want
I'm
you
not
to be
mad at you at all. Hey, I don't want to be. Listen, if I want to go live with you, I'd accept you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Good night. I'll catch you later or something, okay?
All right, good night.
I'm still waiting on Red. I mean, I don't know. My vibe just got killed a little bit. I'm not gonna let it bother me or nothing like that. But I'm waiting on Red. You know, Red. I mean, Red. If you want to talk, I could talk to you. I mean, I have no issue talking to you. I don't know why. Be nice, man. I am being nice, guys. I'm getting spammed with invites. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? World, thanks so much for the galaxy. Oh, I follow you already. Thank you, baby. I love you. So, unverified, thanks so much. Appreciate it. So, basically, to continue, right? I'm not gonna let the evil win. Okay, let's be positive. Let's stand what's right. Mop, stop adding me, please. Mop, stop adding me for 1 second.
Why are they saying it?
I don't know, but stop adding me. Okay.
Bye.
So, anyways, yeah. So no, he started being very rebellious towards me, and you know, K-Cat, thank you, Tom, so I appreciate it. It hurt me. I will say it's kind of led me to, you know, I was alone for a while he was dating another girl. Tasha, thanks so much for the money gun, right? And I found Kayla. And, you know, Kayla, we related a lot. We had a lot of things in common, and she was around me, you know, while I was at my lowest, my loneliest, most confused time of my life. And before I met Kayla, there was a few months where I was living in a house with my brother. We wouldn't talk to each other, barely. We didn't want to work with each other anymore. He had his reasons on why he didn't want to work with me, and I respected it. And I asked myself, I'm like, you know, I've gotten so far. I've gotten so far in life. I became an island boy. I'm in this house, and I was very lonely, you know. I just couldn't find anyone that was. I would try to hang out with people, and I couldn't find anyone that was that was treating me like a human. So I felt myself. I was going through a real bad depression, anxiety. I was very lonely, and I had no friends. The only thing that I looked forward to was waking up. You know, my daughter would come on the weekends at the time, and sometimes on the weekdays. And I lost faith in myself. There was a lot of times where I wanted to give up. I was withdrawing. I did it at home. It was a deadly withdrawal. And I would pray every single day to find someone that would understand me for who I was. 'Cause I felt like I was all the way in the top, but I felt like I had so many missing real life attributes. I wasn't getting treated the same by anyone. You know, my brother had a girlfriend and I respected that. So I was okay with being alone, but I would drive alone in my car at times. I had a nice Corvette, and I would drive my car and I would ask myself, I'm like, is this really what I asked for in life? Is this is where I got into in life? I would question my existence sometimes. But I prayed. I prayed every single day. I kept faith within myself, and my prayers got answered. I met Kayla. I kept my guard up with Kayla. I didn't tell her exactly what all my problems were, because I have a lot of trust issues. I didn't tell her all my problems right off the jump, because I thought that me being vulnerable right off the jump, I thought that if I would tell them the truth, they would run away. You know what I'm saying? And be like, I'm not going to deal with this guy. This guy's got fucking issues. Yeah, sure, he has a lot of money. And I didn't want people to use me because of my money, my financial stability and whatnot. Because I feel like if I would tell people my problems, they'd be like, okay, yeah, he's got money, so I guess I'll deal with it. So I would be very nonchalant. I was very quiet. Just felt very low. I was in a very dark place. But I didn't really tell anyone about it. And I kept faith, and I found her, and I finally broke the ice to her. And it made her closer to me. And I was thankful for it, and I was appreciative about it. And I looked at her one time and I said, sometimes I don't even feel like life is real. I can't believe you're sitting in the car with me, right by my side, just quiet. And and I realized, I'm like, she really she needed someone too. And I started like feeling happy with myself, and I'm like, I guess I'm not the only one that's going through something. We had so much in common. And I was like, maybe life isn't bad. You get what I'm saying? And I remember in the beginning of the relationship, before I met her, I had an addiction, and it wasn't substances. It was with women. I told her what type of man I was. I told her, you don't want to be with me. I tried to make her run. I really did. I really, really did. I told her to run, but she didn't run. You know? And I was like, fucking leave. And she didn't. She's like, I don't care about your issues. I'm going to stick by you. And sometimes I would ask her, and I was like, why? Why do you want to be with me? I'm a piece of shit. She's like, I don't look at you like a piece of shit. I look at you for who you are. I said, but, you know, I didn't understand. I said, but I don't think you understand. I don't want to hurt you. She's like, whatever it takes just to keep you out. You can hurt me a bunch of times. She's like, I don't want it, but I'll do it. I looked her in the eyes and I was like this. I just stayed quiet and I was like, okay. Then I told her one day, I said, Kayla, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go back to my home. I'm done with the Airbnbs. You need to figure out what you got to do. And she looked devastated. And I remember that day, it was like a it was kind of dark when I told her that. I broke the ice. I said, I don't want to spend no more money for these Airbnbs. I know you got my face tatted on your neck, and I'll be your best friend. I'll see you at least once a week. We can have a routine, but you have to move back to your dad's or something. And she said, okay, I'm gonna start applying for apartments. I said, okay, I wish you well, you know. And obviously she was still in the same Airbnb as me. And I caught her alone, like stressing in her phone, trying to get accepted in an apartment. And I came up to her and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to get accepted to apartments. And I was like, you look sad. She's like, I'm okay. And I kind of just stayed quiet. And I sat down with her and I said, I looked at her and I was like, I can't do that to you. I said, you're gonna come with me. She's like, no, I'm gonna still try to get an apartment. I looked in her eyes and I said, Kayla, I promise you, you could trust me with everything. I care about you a lot. I didn't say I love her. I didn't say I like her. I said, I care about you a lot. And the last thing I want for you to happen to you is feel like you're in a fucked up predicament and situation. I don't care what you have said. I don't care what you have going on. I care about what's inside of you. I see through you. I don't see what other people see. I see through you. You're gonna stay with me and I'm gonna take care of you. So, and that's that. But that's why I'm saying it's like, you know, it's good to have a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't let people know all the time that I have a good heart. There's been times where I've seen people and I've looked at them and I don't care what I seen outside of them or what they have said, but all I have to do is just, you know, look at you. And when I look at you, right? If I feel bad for you, I feel bad for you. And I was like, I hung out with her more. And this is like in the beginning we ever met, really. And I hung out with her more and I was like, you know, this girl makes me laugh. She puts a smile on my face. She doesn't judge me. She's understanding. She's amazing. And I'm like, I think I'm starting to catch feelings. And I was like, out of nowhere, I told her, I love you. You know what I'm saying? And life just got better. You know what I'm saying? It just got better. And that's it. And then she started dealing with all my fucking issues, and I told her what type of man I am, and I told her I'm fucked up in the head. She's a very calming soul. That's what I loved about her the most. Her calming soul, her light, her spirit. How she brings my anxiety down. It's one of my biggest issues. My anxiety all the way down. But yeah, no, I just, but I'm, you know, and I'm fucked up. You know, I completely I I I purposely try to fuck with her, you know? Because I have trust issues. I have problems. I purposely would cheat on her to see if she would stay. I purposely cheat on her to see how she would react if she would cheat on me back. Because I couldn't believe a girl, because we live in a world where it's all like, you cheat on me, I'm gonna get my lick back. You get what I'm saying? So, and she didn't. The only time she ever did anything is when I broke up with her for my ex, and she dated another guy, and which is understandable. It's life. But she never cheated on me. Every time I cheated on her, she never cheated on me back, and I can respect that. So, you know. But with Red, Red, I wasn't talking shit about you. Well, no, she didn't. That's not counted as cheating because I broke up with her and she dated some guy. That's not counted as cheating. So really, reality, she never cheated on me. But to be fair, with my ego putting on the line, she should have. But because I did cheat on her a lot, right? But she didn't. I did ask her, why did you date another guy? And she's like, I honestly thought you were going to stay with your ex. And I was like, nah. I knew the second day I went with my ex, I knew I made a mistake. I did. I just dragged it out a little bit. But yeah. So you gonna still cheat on her? No. Why are you lying? What am I lying about? What did I lie about? I wish love wasn't a game. It was a game at first, but it's not a game now. So nah, love isn't. So what about Kalaya? Kalaya, I mean, what do you mean? What does this have to do with Kalaya? Kalaya, I love her a lot. I mean, what do you mean? Kalaya is the most beautiful, most innocent, precious, amazing soul ever. I mean, I love everything about her. Whether, her mom and I don't get along, at the end of the day, that's my daughter. She's always gonna be my little girl. And I truly, truly fucking, I'm proud of her. I mean, in every type of way. I mean, she's adorable. She just, to me, in my eyes, like, there is no other girl as pretty or beautiful to me, soul-wise, than Kalaya. She's better than what I could ever imagine. More perfect than what I thought. So that should tell you a lot. She's amazing. You know? But hopefully one day things will change to where people could get along verbally, and she could have family with her dad and mom. Dad and mom. I don't think there should be any issue with that. I know that she's going through a phase where she's like obsessed with her mommy, not just her mom, but she's very comfortable at mommy's house, and I don't blame her, because that's where her comfort zone is. And I think every kid, I think children, right? I think children don't like to be moved everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I think kids like to be in one spot. Right, and that's okay. I mean, so she's like, she's going through that phase. When I was a kid, I know one thing. I wanted one home. One home. I did not like to go in different homes. I didn't like sleeping in other homes. I didn't like even using the bathroom in other homes. I didn't like a lot of things when I was a kid. I had to be home. I was obsessed with being at mommy's home. So, yeah. I mean, it got to the point where my mom has to go to McCartney's home. Get what I'm saying? Because she's getting older, she's becoming more aware. You get what I'm saying? So, and she wasn't like that. She just started getting like that. But yeah, I mean, dude, I don't want to tell you, like, I seriously, seriously, that's my baby. And I really hope that nobody takes advantage of her. I really hope that just people don't take advantage of her and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that nobody tries her because she's not their kid. You get what I'm saying? That's all I could wish for. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't know what's going on right now in this time, whatever. But I don't know why I can't, be there. But I don't know what's going on. But I'm wishing and hoping that things can change. Unfortunately, that's what's going on right now. But Hustle, Damon Money gonna appreciate you. At the end of the day, she is my daughter. I think I deserved to have my blessing. I don't really want to go through the court right now because I'm right now focused on my second kid I'm having. You have no idea what I'm going through right now. It's a lot. But like I said, if it gets to a point where I don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's more important. You guys have no idea what's going on right now. Like I said, I'm focused on something right now, and it's like I'm being for real. So just mind your own business with that one. Right now, but you know, yeah. If once my focus gets out of that, yeah, you guys have no idea what's going on. So let's just keep it right there, and let's just and we'll see what happens after everything. I don't know. That's it. So, different wigs. What is it with people that keep saying I wear wigs? I don't wear wigs. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are people talking about? Oh no, trust me, I'm going through a lot. I don't think you guys understand what I'm going through. I'm going through things that you guys don't even. You guys wouldn't even guess. Let's just say I went through a lot. My brother doesn't know. My mom doesn't know. My ex doesn't know. My daughter doesn't know. It's something that I don't think you guys would ever guess. So and that's it. Oh no. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. If you're nice, just pray for me, and that's that. I will say this though, I'm happy. I'm very happy. No matter what. Doesn't matter what curveballs I'm thrown at. Doesn't matter any of that. At the end of the day, I'm very, very happy. I'm very content. I'm not going through anything mentally at all. I'm not going through anything at all. I have no complaints about life. I wake up every single day feeling fucking blessed. There are just such things that I am not going to elaborate on a platform like this, and there's certain things that I'm not gonna elaborate with even people that I would count as close ones. So if you understand, I could appreciate that. If you don't, I don't care. I know I have haters, but like I told you, I'm happy, and I can't complain. I do wake up good every single fucking day. And that's that. That's it. All right, enough talking about me.